Selling is the lifeblood of every organization. While not everyone is comfortable with the sales function, it is something that is necessary. For a startup, the sales function falls to the entrepreneur, him or herself, at least initially. So every entrepreneur needs to be at least somewhat comfortable with the process and the practice, and in most cases will become the firm's #1 salesperson. Some quick notes about selling that will be invaluable to you as you begin your entrepreneurial journey. Sales and marketing are closely linked, but not the same. More marketing activity does not compensate for a lack of sales effort. A client ultimately has to be asked to buy your product or service. There needs to be a healthy amount of both marketing and sales for a company to be successful. Sales funnels. Every organization has a sales funnel that can be traced and measured over time. That is, there is usually a statistical relationship between the number of potential customers that become aware of your product and the percentage that ultimately buys your product or service. For example, for every 1,000 potential customer that becomes aware of a product, only a certain percentage will become interested in finding out more, perhaps 300. For this 300, only a certain number will actually book an appointment or come into a store, perhaps half, 150. Of these 150, only a certain number will actually buy, perhaps 10. So if this is a sales funnel, wide at the top and narrow at the bottom, and you need to generate 100 sales to be profitable, there are a few strategies you can employ. For instance, you can drive your marketing tactics accordingly so that you can reach 10,000 potential customers at the top of the funnel. In addition, you can adopt strategies to ensure that you're successful at bringing more people through the various stages of the funnel or buying process, and in doing so, widening the funnel at every stage. Entrepreneurs understand their funnels and drive tactics and strategy accordingly. Selling is problem solving. One reason people sometimes find sales uncomfortable is that they don't believe 100% in the fit between their solution and the customer's problem. If this is the case, then you, as the entrepreneur, need to go back to establishing that 1. There is a need in the marketplace, 2. Your solution is in fact the right fit for that need, and 3. Someone is willing to pay for the solution. If these things are all in place, then selling is nothing more than providing a welcome solution to the right customer with the right problems. Your job simply becomes finding those right customers. Entrepreneurs must sell. By their nature, entrepreneurs are often the best salespeople, as they are the ones firmly committed to their business and the solution they are offering. After all, it was likely their idea. They must also be the one who has close contact with clients to ensure that they are gaining their valuable insight and information from this critical information source. While it might be tempting to hire a professional salesperson early on, it's critical that the entrepreneur, him, herself, is the one at the front of the line, forging important relationships and gaining from early customer feedback. The entrepreneur has a greater stake in the success of the business, has broader insight into the strategy of the company, and is the person who can ultimately choose to listen or not to what the customer is saying. Put another way, a professional salesperson is compensated for merely selling. An entrepreneur is compensated for making strategic decisions that results in a successful business long term. You will ultimately hire an entire sales team, and they will undoubtedly do a great job. But you, the entrepreneur, needs to be the one who does it in those very important early days.